Right, hello, welcome back. Welcome back. We are live for our second final of the day. The Reds v the Brumbies. What a game the Crusaders and the Chiefs was. Scoreline didn't really reflect how close it was in the end. Late action down in New Zealand, and congratulations to the Crusaders. Another trophy in the cabinet. What are we saying? Let's get that Twitter app. We haven't done that yet. We're so rubbish at that, aren't we? I do apologise. But yes, welcome in one and all. What are we saying? What do we think of what are we thinking for this final? The Reds take on the Brumbies. We'll go over the teams in a little minute. We've got some time before kick-off. We've got about 6 minutes before we get underway. So happy days there. Let's get the old tweet machine out. Of course, plenty of rugby going on this weekend. What game are you looking out for? What's the game you're going to be hitting up? Queensland Reds taking on the Brumbies in the final of Super Rugby AU. Who's winning this? Who is winning this? What are we saying? Talk to me, people. What have we got? I don't know who I'm backing with for this, you know. I think the Reds are going to just sneak it. I think the Reds are just going to sneak it. But we will see. Time will tell. Sorry, such a man, can't multitask. Just getting the Twitter out there. Welcome in one and all. Welcome in. Good to see everybody in this morning. I'm still buzzing off of that last final. I hope it's going to be as exciting as the Crusaders and the Chiefs, because that was a game and a half. I'm not going to lie to you, it was epic. But we're gonna get ready to get underway. Twitter awash with adulation for the Crusaders and commiserations for the Chiefs. Do you know what? The problem with doing back-to-back streams in the morning is I nail the coffee. I'm going to be absolutely buzzing by the end of this. I can assure you of that. Yeah, there we go. Such is life. Such is life. Right then. So, I mean, Mackenzie bottled that. Mackenzie bottled that game. Could have been a very different game if he'd have made his kicks. The Big is in the house. What we're saying? Welcome back in, brother. Looking forward to this one. But I think the referee bottled the game as well. 2 or 3 potential red cards. Certainly, definitely 1. TMO said, he asked the TMO where the contact was, where the contact initiated. It was very clear. Ben, where did the contact initiate? TMO, very clear in response. Contact initiated with the head. Right, but where did contact initiate, says the referee. TMO. Contact initiated with the head. And, yeah, only went with a yellow card. What are we saying? Time for the Super Rugby competition in the better part of the Southern Hemisphere. The Big is out there baiting. He's out there baiting the Kiwis. What are we saying? Fire back, boys. Fire back. Don't let him. Don't let this Hong Kong Fooey get you. Fire some shots back at him. What are we saying? Tell me why Super Rugby AU is better than Super Rugby Artoa. Or whatever they're doing in South Africa. I'm not sure. Varsity, isn't it? It looks all... From what I've seen, it's been awful. It's been awful. I wouldn't be watching that. But yeah. Right. Enough mudding each other for now. Because kickoff is right around the corner. So let's have a little look at the teams. There we are. That's what I want. Let's have a little goosey gander at these bad boys. Right then, so for the Reds, let's go through them first. We've got... Oh, God almighty. I am so bad at these pronunciations. I have switched to putting a headphone in so that I can hear what is being said by the commentary team, so I can get the pronunciation as the game goes along. But when I read these team sheets out, it's brutal. Right. So, we've got Fototuakia at Loosehead. Pengaramosa at hooker. Tupu is at Tighthead. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these. Ryan Smith, I can do that one. In the locks with Salakawa Lotto. Onto the back row, we've got Scott Young, McCreet and Wilson. In at scrum half, we've got Tate McDermott. At 10, we've got James O'Connor. Jock Campbell on the blindside wing. Hamish Stewart and Josh Fluke make up the centres. Jordan Patia on the open side wing, and Bryce Hegarty at 15. It's Tupou. No. Not today, brother. Not today. Depends what kind of game he has. If he performs, then it's Tupou. If he doesn't perform, it's Tupu. Oh, sniffles this morning. Right then, on to the Brumbies. We've got Sio in at Loosehead. Longagan in at hooker. Alatoa in at Tighthead. Swain and Neville make up the locks. Frost, Scott and Valentini make up the back row. Fengar, oh no, he's on the bench, ignore me. Into the backs we go with Nick White, Loelso, Tom Wright on the blindside wing. In the centres we've got Simone and Ikatau. On the open side wing we've got Merhead, and Tom Banks makes up the 15. I tell you what, World Rugby, you need to bring me some footage earlier than this, because these late kickoffs are killing me. And they don't show you any footage until the players are running out onto the field. So you do get a bit like, am I missing it? We'll see. See if we can get ball tracking to tell us if there's anything going on in play. Nothing yet, which is always a good sign. That's always a good sign. Things we like to see. Right, so tell me, boys and girls, who have you got as today's winner? I'm going with the Reds, mainly. Where's that coming from? That's over here, isn't it? Oh well, it is what it is. I'm going for the Reds, because Rugby Forecast tells me to go for the Reds. Rugby Forecast has got them down to win by 6 with a probability of 70.7%. Brumbies looking for, is it their second consecutive win today? Super Rugby final win? I think so. And Reds, I don't believe the Reds have won since 2011. So here we go. We've got some footage. We're down to 2. Here we go. We're at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. And the stadium is packed. Oh, the stadium is packed. I'm so jealous. Weather 20 degrees as the Brumbies are just having their final chats in the stadium. 5 of us in. Welcome in. Do drop a like, say hi, hit subscribe, do all that good stuff. We are getting ready for Brumbies and the Reds. This is it. Finals day. I love a finals day. When you play in a final, there's no better feeling. There's no better hype. You can't do anything all week. You're just running around on just nerves on complete edge. It's awesome. It's an awesome feeling. Win or lose. Have got a couple of injuries for both teams, so we'll see how that affects proceedings. But let's just hope for something good. Let's just hope for something good. Come on then, the big. Who's your team? Who are you backing in this one? Let's get ball tracking ready. Is Twitter saying anything interesting about this one yet? No, nothing yet. Here they come then. The Brumbies are coming out as they run past the Super Rugby Trophy, and the Brumbies horses. What mascots are these? Brain says Brumbies, Hearts says Reds. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Tom Wright, one to watch on the blindside wing for the Brumbies. Four tries, 6 line breaks, 3 tackle breaks, 31 carries, 121 post contact meters. Oh, excuse me. Here come the Reds then in their burgundy kit. You can see the nerves in the faces, and listen to that roar as they come out. Wow. Oh, it gives me chills. It's giving me chills. Hardly an empty seat in the house. That's the sort of thing. Oh man, could you imagine? Could you imagine? What's the matter with you? Dog having a little whinge. My apologies if you can hear that. One to watch. Tupu. Tupu is one to watch. 5 tries, 34 carries, 114 post-contact meters. That's huge. 22 tackles made this season. I know it's Tupo, but I just prefer Tupu. It's more fun, isn't it? Right. So, acknowledgement of the country coming up. So that means we're going to have national anthem, I believe. So much coming up on Rugby Geeks, by the way, over the summer. Oh, I see. Acknowledgement of the country is an ancestral thing. It's a speech. My bad. Well, this is quite nice, isn't it? I quite like this. This is a nice touch. having a little acknowledgement of what's going on and paying respects to ancestors and stuff like that. That's nice. It's nice. Best of luck to both teams, he says. And may your ancestors be with you. Happy days. Here's the national anthem. That's what we're used to. God, could you imagine that in this country if Prince Charles came out and said, Cornwall, we acknowledge your Viking ancestors. It wouldn't happen in this country. Anyway, national anthem being sung. Beautiful, beautiful national anthem. Right, let's get some ball tracking ready, shall we? Let's not mess about tonight. This morning, the curtain shut. It feels like them. Whoops. Welcome in, everybody. If you're on Twitch or if you're on YouTube, thanks for dropping by. We appreciate you. Looking forward to this summer. We've got the Wallabies are going to take on the French as the French travel down under, and obviously the Lions are going to South Africa. So there's plenty of international rugby this summer. Can't wait, and we're going to try and cover as much of it as we can. So do hit the subscribe button if you're new. Give that little like button a little love tap, little tickle. Go on, tickle my like. We acknowledge our German ancestors. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oh, the royal family. Gotta love them. Gotta love them. I don't think the rest of us are German ancestors, but we're certainly French. We're pretty much everybody else other than the Germans. I think the Germans are the only ones that didn't invade us. We got the Vikings. We got the... Who else we got? We got the Romans. What did the Romans ever do for us, eh? And then we got the French. The French, they did bits as well, didn't they? Right. Ball tracking a bit ahead of us, as usual. But we are off and underway now. And it goes straight down the middle. And the Brumbies will take that in midfield. Interesting kickoff there. Not often you see people go down the middle. Well, that's where the space was. So utilise that as the Brumbies just crab sideways. No advances from them. So Nick White will kick. And up it goes. It's not gone very far. And the Reds take that on the 10. So, not a bad place to launch their attack from. And advantage coming, not rolling away. And can't get clean ball. So, wow, okay. Spotify moving mad this morning. That's a little bit off-putting, isn't it? History lesson. The English people are descended from the Angles and the Saxons that came from mainland Europe in what is now Western Germany and Holland. Cheers, bro. I suppose, yeah, we did, didn't we? In when it was Pangaea, we've had a little wander across, and then there was no way back. Buggers got stuck, so they decided to make boats and steal everything from everyone. Right, Reds with the kick. Let's not get into what Britain did wrong in history. Jesus, we'd be here all day. Right, and the kick's good, but we'll just see which side it goes through. So enjoy your sauerkraut, you German Celtic mutt. Wow. Wow. Coming in strong on that, but I like it. Kick goes straight through the middle. So we have got the first score on the board early doors. Justin Harrison with special comments, just saying how important it is to get on the board. The Reds take an early lead through James O'Connor, and Nick White kicks deep downfield for Patia to carry up. Sorry, not Patia, Valentini. Oh, Hegarty rushed in the kick, but he does get it off, and it's down to halfway where Banks will run it back. Big carry. And holding on. Great jackal from Tupu. It's not Tupu, sorry. It's not Tupu. I got overexcited. It's Pangramosa. Yeah, no support. Got isolated. And Reds will kick downfield to the 10. Right then, Maul is set. It's crabbing sideways, and now it starts to move forwards ever so slightly. And the ball is free at the back. O'Connor with a little chip over. And sorry, no, it's not. It's Tom Wright who has a little run up now as Brumbies move out of their 22. Hello, stranger. Morning. Do you have a nice sleep? Very good. Right. Sorry. I'm saying good morning to my daughter who's just woke up. Oh, Reds just about retain possession, but the Brumbies get the penalty for holding on, and they will kick this to touch. Plenty of action in the opening scenes. Nobody's messing about here. It's not as cagey as it normally is, which is good to see. Crowd is fantastic, isn't it just? Look at all those fans in the stands. That's what we love to see. I can't wait. I'm going to... I said this in the other stream, but I'm going to say it again because I can. I'm going to go and watch amateur game this afternoon, and I can't wait to see some skin on skin, in the flesh action. It's going to be adapted laws. Adapted laws. But yeah, you're not wrong, Big. The crowd is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Oh, McDermott and Hegarty. Little chip over the top is blocked, and he makes a bit of a meal of it. And Muirhead is in all sorts of trouble, but he's got some wheels and gets himself clear and hooves this downfield. It's down to Tupu to chase it to his own 22. And it's gone to ground. And the Brumbies have stolen it. Side entry from Tupu. Wow. Mate, there are plenty of websites on the internet to see skin on skin action. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm a big fan of the hub. But I want it in the flesh. I want to see it. I want to see it in like more than 4K. You're on form this morning, Mr. DeBig. Oh, you are on form. Right, Brumbies with the line-out from the kick. Joining the ruck incorrectly. Formerly known as side entry. Early exchanges then. Tell you what, it's going to be hard to maintain this pace for 17 more minutes. That's for sure. As change of call, as the crowd start to boo. Oh, that sound of the crowd starting to boo. Oh, they just about get their own line out. Lonergan driving round the corner. And now the pick and go game. Pick and go, pick and go. Valentini steals a couple of inches. About 2 meters out. Out the back, and he's been caught. And the Reds fire over the top, but it does dribble back to Nick White. Here they come again now, into the backs, into Banks, who tries to fend two off unsuccessfully. Reds driving this Brumbies attack backwards, but they are still in the 22. Nick White trying to make a meal of it now, as he takes a little touch on the head. No advantage coming, so referee is alert to that, but that's through the side, and he's got away with it. They're now all the way back to the 22. White then, out the back. Oh, and we're in the corner, are we? No, he's been absolutely slammed, and they're back up to the 5. There is a penalty for off feet. So the Reds survive. Are we having a captain's challenge here? Oh dear. Yeah, it's the clean out. It just flies over the top of it and through everybody. And wow. Nick White raging that he didn't get the in at the side penalty, but they haven't challenged it. So, and Brumbies steal the line out, but then it's stolen back, but tackled in the air. So he's been pulled down in the line out. That's fair enough. And the Brumbies will kick to touch again, and we'll have another line out. Crikey O'Reilly. 100 mile an hour this game already. Scenes you love to see. That extra energy of a final just coursing through the veins. Probably worthwhile having a packed out stand as well. It does help the situation. Brumbies have got 4 line out jumpers tonight, so they'll have plenty of options when it comes to line out time. And the Brumbies come again, but they are being edged backwards by this Reds defence, but they're still going through Lonergan. 1 metre out. Oh, and he's knocked it on. He's knocked it on. And the Reds get the ball and spin it wide. Put boot to ball. And yeah, we're going to have a line out. Another line out for the Brumbies. I tell you what. My oh my. What a start to this game. Fantastic scenes in Brisbane. This is the sort of rugby we love to see. Did you let the dog out? Oh, Minnie, what did she do to you? Wait then. Here we go. Line out. Lonergan. Sets himself. Let's have it in. Come on. Great reach up. Great pictures there of the line out. One-handed reach up and just palms it down. As the Spider Cam follows the action. And oh, he's bouncing off players left, right and centre, and he's deep into the 22. Neville carries. This pressure from the Brumbies must show. It does show, according to ball tracking, but we'll bring it when we see it. And the space is here. Oh, and Lesua with the offload. And it's a try to Tom Banks. Beautiful work there. The pressure really waning on the Reds. 5-3 is the score. Really good work to squeeze the Reds defence in and then shift the point of attack as wide as they could, as quickly as they could. Scrambling defence, couldn't get there. Great fast ball, front foot on, offloads, beautiful. Sexy rugby, that's what that is. Sexy rugby. I think we might be checking for a forward pass. I can't tell, but there's no forward pass there. It's just beautiful stuff. Ava, what are you doing? Huh? Oh. So, having a little look at the reaction from the fans in Canberra, and they're delighted, of course. Leading try scorer of the tournament now, Tom Banks. And that one goes to middle, so it's 3-7, 4 points the difference. Wow. Just great, as well as sort of the work around the ball, work off the ball as well. Those dummy runners, and there were plenty of them, just making it really difficult for the Reds to scramble across. Just getting in the way, making themselves a bit of a nuisance. Great work all round there. Bit of a team try, that one. While Tom Banks will get the plaudits. He only carried the ball half a metre. As the Brumbies take the ball cleanly. And back shoulder for Lucio, but he does well to get hold of it. Lonergan carries up. 7th carry of the game already. Wow. Pace in this game is electrifying. It can't be maintained. Surely not. Oh, it does. It holds in the air. It wasn't a great kick. But it does bounce before it goes into touch. Nick White gets away with one there with his beautiful moustache. Looking forward to seeing him in a Wallabies shirt this summer. Head to head already in the first 15 minutes. Possession 23% for the Reds, 77 for the Brumbies. 20 carries for the Brumbies, 9 for the Reds. Brumbies very much in control early doors, despite good Lord, it was a beautiful moment. There was the overlap was on, and Muirhead, I believe. No, not Muirhead. Pataya just got a little bit greedy and allowed Ikatawa to come across and slot him. And it goes forward into touch, so the Brumbies have opted for the scrum. Pack weights this evening, 942 kilos for the Reds, 888 for the Brumbies. I'm not sure what's going on with ball tracking. It's been 3-7 for ages. Right. Great scrummaging for the Reds. in all sorts of trouble there, but we're just going to reset it. And Brumbies just need to roll this quickly through the ball. Roll this quickly through the ball. Roll this quickly through and get this out, because they are going to be rolling backwards in this scrum all day long. And a penalty for the Reds. Boring in by the looks of it, number 1. Oh, I've got such a runny nose today. Bit of hay fever kicking in. So, Reds with the penalty. They're going to kick downfield, surely. Just relieve some of that pressure. Get down into Brumbies territory and see if we can't set something up from there. Where are they? Oh, it's not the best of kicks. It's not the best of kicks. But it is what it is, boys and girls. They've gone with the 5-man line out, and it's gone over the top, and Nick White steals. And the Brumbies look to move it wide early. Valentini gets absolutely shot up on the 10. Latoa carries and takes a knee in the face from one of his own. Nick White reverses back the other way. Advantage coming, presumably offside. And Lewis Suan sees nothing on, so has a little dink and will come back for the pen. Oh my word, the action in this game, it's the speed of it. Loving it, absolutely loving this first quarter. Brumbies well in control of this. Welcoming everybody, 7 of you in here, that's lovely to see. Do drop us a comment, say hello, drop us a like, drop us a sub, whatever floats your boat. A follow if you're on Twitch, that would be nice. A couple of followers, that would be good. Don't think we've got any yet. Right. We're going to kick to the corner. Lots of height on that, and it's just outside the 22. Okay, so here we go. Brumbies then with another line out. I feel like we've had so many line outs in this game already. Goes over the top, and the Reds are there, but he's tackled off the ball. Oh no, he's knocked it on. So Brumbies have it, but they've got the knock-on advantage. Probably gone now. Banks then carries up to the 22. Reds not committing at the breakdown, so they're just setting themselves nicely, making sure that they are going to be able to cope with this Brumbies attack as as he goes to dummy it. Well, that's around the head, so that should be a penalty. We're gonna have a look at this. It's round the neck. It's a penalty only for the neck roll. Oh, cheeky. Yeah, not a lot you can do about it, so right call. But it is going to be a penalty for the Reds. And they will have a line out. There we go. Reds on the back foot. Dangerous play is the call from the referee, so the penalty will be kicked downfield and we will have a line out. I don't know what this ball tracking is doing this morning, but it ain't doing anything right. Crossfield it comes. James O'Connor with a little dink through and finds touch. So yeah, okay, ball tracking, I'll give it to you. It is a Brumbies line out then. on the far side from the last one. They're literally one phase across the pitch. And we've got another line out. Reds need to get the ball in hand a little bit. They are just giving too much easy possession away and not for territory. The maul is set then, and they're going to have a little shove on here, and they're inching this forward slowly as it picks up pace but then collapses under its own speed. Use it 9 is called, and Nick White will hoof this downfield, and James O'Connor takes it and gives it to Wilson, who carries. My daughter's upstairs singing "I've Got to Catch a Goat." I'm not sure what's going on in my house today. What is this madness? Boot downfield then, and Banks will take this and have a little run up to halfway. Super Rugby AU final. What are we saying? What are we saying? Big crossfield kick to Muirhead, who gives it a stab through. Is O'Connor going to beat him there? Just. And O'Connor just about gets it back. And the Reds panicking, trying to get this clear. They give it another go through Tupu. There's nothing poo about Tupu, that's for sure. And a penalty for the Reds, off feet, Longahan. Got to get out of the way. I tell you what, the Reds, they're doing very well to still be in this game, but yeah, they are taking some punishment in terms of possession, territory, everything. We've got a man down at the minute, so we're just going to take a short pause for that. And we'll have a little relax and a breathe. Whoa, what are we saying, chat? What are we saying? Talk to me, boys and girls. Talk to me. Michael Checker just having a word on the comms. Let's have a listen. So there you go. Just talking about second ball distributors that Brumbies are using. They're using their back three to act as a second fly half or standoff, if you like, and they're just not committing them to anything major, so that they can operate as sort of 4 fly halves. It's not a bad shout. It's not a bad shout. Wilson, big carry. James O'Connor gets a hospital pass and gets himself into trouble. Has to put boot to it. And Muirhead looks in behind and slaps it out on the 4. So a let off for the Reds. First real mistake from the Brumbies then, and the Reds will have the line out just on halfway. And it's been knocked forward all over the place. It's like a slippery bar of soap, and we're going to have a scrum down for the Brumbies. Still a 1-score game after 25 minutes, which is always good to see. Open space. Plenty of it for the Brumbies to work into. Especially if they pick off the base through 8 and then move it wide. Okay. Oh, huge shove on by the Reds, and it's a penalty for the Reds. Great shove from them, and adulation and cheers from the crowds, and the backs come flying in as they usually do to pat them all on the head like well-behaved pets. Fabulous. Right then, Red's going to kick this to touch and get themselves a line out downfield. Right. Okay. Ref asking for the gap to be opened up. Go short. Oh! We're down to the 5-metre line through the hooker. Lovely little worked. Cheeky line out. Runs around the front, takes the short 1-5. Wilson, and then pops it back to the hooker. Advantage coming for the Reds, who drive towards the line. Just 1-2 metres out now. Is there, but is it down? No. I don't think he got that down. And now we've got some niggle as well. Yes, this is what we want. A little bit of niggle. 8MC Eve. 8MC, welcome in. Hi, how are you? Good to see you, buddy. What are we saying? Who are you backing today? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. I went to school with James O'Connor. Cool. So I take it you're backing the Reds today then. We're going upstairs to have a little look at the try. Sup? I am all good, mate. I am enjoying this game of ruggers. Yes, you are supporting the Reds today. Good to see. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. Oh, look at that. It is down. It's down there briefly. But is it one dynamic movement? Referee can't hear him. Not used to having the crowds in there. But I like Passata. Okie dokie. He's on the bench today, isn't he? Glenn Pamant, a Red supporter here too. We're all back in the Reds today, mate. We all want to see the Reds win. I'd say they're the underdogs, but Rugby Forecast have got them down to win it. Hello, family. Sorry? Okay. Alright, see you in a bit. So, what have we got here? I missed that. My bad. Right, so we've got a penalty to the Reds. Oh. There we go. So it took him too long to get that ball grounded. He did ground it, but it took him too long to get it grounded. So we're coming back for the penalty. And James O'Connor is going for the posts. Wow. So this to make it just 1 point. 87% accuracy for James O'Connor, today's captain. Of course, if you haven't already, do smash that like button. It helps us out massively with the stream. It really, really does. And of course, sub or follow. We'd love that too. Ball set up perfectly down the middle, pointing at the little middle centre marker of the posts. That line of the Gilbert ball. And oh, Jesus Christ. You couldn't have got that any closer to the post, but it's gone through. 6-7. How do I find the actual live stream? Great question. It's a great question. Depends where in the world you are. If you go to rugbykickoff.com, they will be able to point you in the right direction. They'll be able to show you where the actual live footage is being shown. If you're in Australia, it's Stan Sports. I think in New Zealand, it's Sky Sports. If you're in the UK, it's on the World Rugby website. Advantage coming for the Brumbies. So penalty for the Brumbies, and you'd think this is going to be another kick inside the 22. Bye. Thanks for coming. You're more than welcome. Okay, yeah, just isolated, and Valentini able to jackal over the top, and Nick White quite cleverly tries to dink it through, and Lower Seal will have a little stab at goal. So just waiting for Lower to kick this one. Should go through, and oh, it does. It does go through. There we go. So we'll just see how this one goes again. Set up very centrally on the post, which is unusual these days, as the boos ring out around the stadium in Brisbane. And this one, oh, just sneaks in through the wide post, so opposite side to the last one. Crikey O'Reilly. Crikey O'Reilly. Sonny Bill Williams now on the comms. They've brought in everybody on Stan Sports. So 4 points the gap once again, and the Reds will kick off. And they kick off. It's not a bad kickoff, but it is what it is. As Brumbies put it up in the air, and it goes virtually nowhere but up. And it's a great take by the winger, and Reds will now spread the ball wide. And they lose it forward, and the Brumbies shovel it back, and Banks clears downfield. O'Connor takes it over his shoulder. Good catch. And will have a little kick himself. I would just like to see Reds just hold on to the ball a little bit more. Use a few phases before kicking. They're a bit too keen to play territory. It's not working for them at the minute. As the Brumbies now head towards their own 10. Ball's available. Nick White trying to play the game, but it's not happening for him. And again, it goes nowhere, but the Brumbies retain possession. But they've made 4 or 5 metres from that huge kick. And Muirhead then puts it up. Campbell again takes the ball cleanly, and a little snipe from McDermott. A little bit of Harlem Globetrotters there. And Brumbies come away with it. Chip over the top. And the chase is on. James O'Connor gets there first. Valentini catches him. He's absolutely having the game of his life. He's absolutely everywhere. As the Reds absorb a little bit of this pressure through the forwards, try and just take a bit of sting out of the game. And it eventually goes to Hegarty, who's in his dead ball zone, and the kick is not cleared very well. Still inside the 22. Crumbs. Brumbies all over the Reds here. Right, we've got to change. Muirhead's gone off. On comes Hansen. Can only presume that that is an injury. And it goes over the top and the Reds steal it. McWright with the steal there. And Hegarty puts his boot through it again. Right down the middle. And Hansen allows it to go to the 22. Not much of a chase on at all. Takes his time. Baits them on before he kicks downfield and finds touch. Huge tash on Hansen as well. Great start to this game. So, just on the Reds 10 by the looks of it. As the line out, whoa, he's had to reach a mile for that, and it's knocked on by the Brumbies. It's a scrum to the Reds. I tell you what, get some shove on here. Get some shove on here. There's penalties all over this scrum time. I'm not sure if this is referring to Muirhead, but like a single dad at a kid's party trying to impress the mums, ends up pulling a hammy trying to style it out. Oh no, it's classic Razor, the Crusaders coach, having a little dance. Oh no. What is going on? Breakdancing and all sorts. What am I seeing? What am I seeing? Get on Twitter, boys and girls, and have a little look at the Crusaders coach having a little dance. Christ. Oh dear Lord. You wouldn't want to be his kid. To be fair, I can't do that. Anyway, back to this action. We've got the scrum. It's not moving anywhere. And the Reds drive through it, and it's going to be a penalty to the Brumbies. Oh, I'm not sure what the referee's seen there. Oh, front row angling in. Trying to work his way down between the loose head and the hooker. And yeah, he ends up Tupu pops up, and it's all over from there. I tell you what, Brumbies are off the hook with that one, and they're going to have a shot at goal. Last 5 penalties conceded. Last 2 have been for the Reds. 3 prior to that were for the Brumbies, so pretty even Stevens on that. But penalty count's been pretty high. So Lolasu will have the kick just 2 minutes before the half. Such a great game of rugby so far. Welcome in everybody, by the way. If you're with us live, do let us know what you're thinking. How are your nerves? Are you a Reds fan? Are you a Brumbies fan? Are you on the edge of your seat? This does go through, so it is going to be 6-13, but let's see how it goes. It's a hell of a way. It's from 15 metres off the touchline, 40 metres out, so I don't know what the maths is there, but it's a hell of a boot. Oh, excuse me. My apologies. It's a decent nudge, to be fair to him. 13, play 6. Right. It's all go. It's all go. Seven points difference now. 30 seconds left of the half. And you would think, as the Reds go down the middle again, that we'll have one or two phases to see the half off and Brumbies will get rid of the ball. Nick White. Nick White gets slotted. Oh, it's a penalty to the Brumbies by the looks of it. Tupu. Tupu's. Just wants to have a little look at this. Dangerous play. Got number 3 coming in on clean out from the side. So Tupu. Tupu in from the side. I know it's Tupo, by the way. I just like to call him Tupu. There's not too much wrong with that. He's missed the gate. I can't see too much wrong with that. It's penalty only. Right decision from the referee. Just stay off his neck, he says. Half time then in Brisbane. The Reds 6. The Brumbies 13. Ooh. Big Harry Wilson. There we go. He's saying that we've played too much footy there in the first half. We've got to carry in the second half. It's got to be a completely different game. He's not wrong. Far too much kicking from the Reds. They look a bit like England. They need to hold possession and use that possession as well. Just get through the phases a little bit. Once you get through the phases a little bit, things will start to open up. And if it's not on after 5 or 6 phases, then you can think about kicking. But at the minute, they are just sort of throwing their boot through it, first or second phase, which you know, bit frustrating from a viewing perspective. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments while I just get you some stats to look at while we take a little break. There we go. Right, there we go. We've got some stats there, so that's good news. There we go. So at the half, Brumbies 13, the Reds 6. We're going to take a short break and recharge while we. But while we do that, we'll give you some stats to have a little look at, which are coming to you now. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. You don't want to look at. You don't want to look at YouTube Studio. There we go. That's what we want. That's what we wanted. Enjoy that.
Try to believe in anything greater than a miracle. It wouldn't be this difficult if we try to be a negative bull. Yeah, we could be taking control. Yeah, if we try to believe in anything greater than a miracle. It wouldn't be this difficult if we try to be a negative bull. Yeah, we could be taking control. Yeah. Negative bull, yeah. We could be taking control. 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 into a pond. Ripples fade away. Human hearts aren't so lucky. Those battle scars remain. Oh, I can't let go of the one thing I wanted most. I'm chasing echoes, echoes of your ghost. Can't let go of the one thing I wanted most. I'm chasing echoes, echoes of your ghost. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Throw a rock into a pond, ripples fade away. Human hearts aren't so lucky. Those battle scars remain. Oh, I can't let go of the one thing I wanted most. I'm chasing echoes, echoes of your ghost. Can't let go of the one thing I wanted most. I'm chasing echoes, echoes of your ghost. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Echoes of your
Jumping on my Jeffcott hype, yeah? You lot are really.
You're standing your ground, ready to die on the hill that you built out of lies and deception. Raising your weapon, every word you speak dripping with venom. You're playing with fire, preparing for war. I'm ready to settle the score. You're sounding the alarm while I'm trying to bathe in the calm before the storm.
Righty ho. We are back. My people, we are back. Welcome back in. Nothing in the chat. Okay, cool. Players coming back out onto the field. Then, so the Reds have got some work to do. They're in a bit of a dogfight now. They've got a bit of an uphill battle on their hands. Second half almost upon us. Reds just need to retain the ball for a little bit. Hold some possession. Turn the screw on this Brumbies defence. Ask them some questions. Because at the minute, the Reds are just making it easy for the Brumbies to defend because they know they've got to hold on for 2 phases before James O'Connor's going to put the boot through it. So it'll be interesting to see what they do there. Then we are about to get back underway at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. Of course, don't forget, the conversation doesn't end here. We have a Discord. We do have a Discord. So do join the conversation over on Discord if you want. Don't be shy. I'll pop it in the chat now. There we go. There's the Discord. So come and say hi. Don't be shy. And while you're down there, hit that sub button. As the Brumbies knock it on under pressure from McDermott. The error has been forced early doors, but Reds now have the ball on the front foot. But too flat. It's gone forward. We'll have come back for the knock-on. So, what are your thoughts on the first half, by the way? What are we saying? Of course, we've got some great content on the channel as well. We've recently done some analysis on Marcus Smith. Asked the question, why isn't he being picked for England? Oh, just realised I've got ball tracking on. Get that on. There we go. So we've got a red scrum. It's about 50 seconds ahead of us, the ball tracking, so we might get some spoilers throughout the second half. As the Reds get that shove on again, and you can see the Brumbies creaking, popping up, but the ball is available at the back, so we'll go. We'll move. Penalty coming for the Reds. Just dives over the top and onto the ball. And James O'Connor then uses the back door, but it's gone forwards. We're coming back to the penalty. A chance for the Reds to either put some points on the board. It's pretty straight, about 40 metres out. I wouldn't be surprised if they take points here. As he gets back to his feet, he just flies through the side and straight through McDermott, and that's why the Reds have this penalty. Centre field, it's difficult to get down and get field position if they go to the corner. So I think they'll take a shot at goal here. Oh, it's not as straight as I thought it was. So, where's the referee going to put it? It's about 20 metres infield. No, it's not. It's bang on the 15. So they will go down towards the corner, and they're about 7 metres out. And the crowd start to make some noise. Oh, I can't wait for that. I can't wait to hear a crowd in England. I can't wait to be in a crowd in England and have that atmosphere surrounding me. Oh, let's go rugby. Rugby's been the winner today so far. We've had some epic battles and they've stayed close throughout. As McDermott goes wide, James O'Connor tries to flick it wide and... Oh, has he got that down? Has he got that down? If he's got that down, that is something else. That is absolutely epic. He had no right to score that. 2 defenders on him. Patia, it doesn't look overly confident. On-field decision is try. Can we check touch? Wow. Patia. What are we saying? Reaches. Oh, he's fractionally just in touch first. I tell you what though, it is a monumental effort to get there. To even be considered for a try is a monumental effort. So we're going to have a Brumbies line out on their own 5, under pressure. Wow. I tell you what, it was fortunate for the Reds because it wasn't where James O'Connor had hoped it would go, and the Brumbies trying to crash it off their own 5, and they will kick clear from their own dead ball zone and just outside of the 22, so it will be a Brumbies line out. And Harry Wilson is all over the place. Good scenes from the Brumbies player there, just to hold him upright. Oh my god, he's got jelly legs. Oh, spaghetti legs central. Oh, nobody likes to see that. Nobody likes to see that. Yeah, his body position all wrong and just runs into Valentini's shoulder, and he is... Oh, his arms go stiff. His eyes go all over the shop. Oh, nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that. And he's being carried off now. We've got 2 physios supporting his weight for him. And he looks like he's had a good night on the beers. So he will go off and get attention that he urgently needs. So Liam Wright comes on to replace him. Harry Wilson's day is done. If they win tonight, there'll be no beers on the bus for him. That's the worst bit about concussion. Getting a concussion. The worst bit is everybody else is having beers on the bus and you can't. And Stewart carries up. Hard runners now from the Queensland Reds. They have come out with a lot more intent. They have been notably improved in this second half. James O'Connor looking to use and organise forward runners off his shoulders, which is a much better tactic than just kicking the ball away. One white offside, so advantage coming for the Reds. So now Connor goes to the boot. Patia on the far side, and mark is called by number 23 for the Brumbies, who is Handsome. But we'll come back for the penalty. Happy days, happy days. Referee just having a little word saying, sort your discipline. Yeah, 4 nearly walks into the path of the break of the scrum half and has to drop your shoulders back to avoid intercepting the tackle from an offside position. Intercepting the tackle, intercepting the pass, sorry. Fantastic start to this second half for the Reds, and they are going to have a shot at goal now. James O'Connor just doing a little bit of groundskeeping around the spot he wants to kick. 108 points for James O'Connor this Super Rugby AU season. Nearest to him is Tamua of the Rebels at 102. Hopefully he can stick 3 more to his name. It's pretty straight in front, about about 34 metres out. Like I actually know. I'm totally guessing. Let's have a look. Does it tell? Are they going to tell us? Spider Cam just drops down over his shoulder. Beautiful angle to watch this one sail towards the goal, but ball tracking spoilers have just let us know he's spooned it. I think he's going to push it right. Just looking at the setup. Oh, he's pulled it. He's hit the post. Oh, it's bounced back in play and the Brumbies pick it up. But Hansen knocks it on. Oh, we're going to see another kicker choke this evening. Mackenzie choked in the Super Rugby Artoa final. Oh, wow. James O'Connor would not expect to miss those. So good to see a full stadium. Queensland with the feed, advantage coming. Oh, Lonergan is slow to get to his feet as well. I think Lonergan, sorry, they should have a look at this. Tell you what, Lonergan's done an awesome job to get there, from being in the middle of that scrum to 2 passes out, and he's there, and he absolutely slots him. So I think we should have a look at this though, because I think there's head on head there. I'm pretty sure there's head on head there. And Jock Campbell, very slow to get to his feet. Right then, so James O'Connor to go again. His ball tracking's moving mad. I don't think he's had 7 shots at goal. No, he's had 3 shots at goal. He's 2 from 3, not 2 from 7. And it goes through, so it's 9-13, back to a 4-point game. And just waiting to watch this one sail through. We are about 40 seconds behind ball tracking, and it does its best to not go through. It's gone through just inside the near post. He needs to set that ball a little, just a fraction wider. Right, so Muirhead is gone as well. He's injured his ankle, so Hansen will see out the remainder of this game. And it's a big boot from the Reds to find touch. Great touch finder there from Hegarty. That's a great nudge. And up to halfway, and Longeran will throw this one into the line out. Goes up at the front and down, and I'm all set inside the 5. Up and inching past halfway. Nick White sets up the box and sends high and deep, and James O'Connor is able to call the mark as it comes down just in front of just inside of the 22. Goes to go quickly, but the referee's in the way, so things will slow down. And we'll have a little tap and huge boots to ball downfield, down the throat of Nick White, who spins it. And the Brumbies look to move the point of attack to the opposite wing. Lonergan then puts it out the back door, and to Loa Sue, who carries. Sorry, he doesn't carry, he moves it on for the carry. Brumbies trying to use backdoor options left, right and centre. Good little cheeky chip through, and it goes into touch inside the 22, and it will be a Reds line out in their own 22, but they've gone quickly. And James O'Connor then puts boots and ball again. Let's not get back into this, James O'Connor. Tom Wright then shapes to kick, but then goes on his own. He's brought down by McDermott. Scott carries heavy and hard. Lonergan. And the Reds trying to get to the ball, but the Brumbies just keep managing to knock it backwards in the ruck as they're driven backwards, so they retain possession. Nick White then all the way out to the wing where Frost is waiting, and again pressure on the breakdown from the Reds, and it's knocked forward, so the Reds will have a scrum. Good work from them. Right then, so we've got some changes for the Reds. Props come off, prop and hooker come off. Didn't see who came on though, so we'll bring those to you as we see them. We've got Harry Lloyd is definitely on. Let's have a look. We can see that from ball tracking that a penalty has been awarded, so let's see what that's for. Still about 40 seconds behind, so oh my word, they've just absolutely obliterated that scrum, and that's what the penalty is coming through for. And James O'Connor straight back to the boot, straight down Hansen's throat. James O'Connor, somebody needs to get in his ear and say, piss off with this kicking. We want to keep the ball. I guess this is a typical final where both teams want to play conservatively. Yeah. I mean, it's not as open, is it, as the Crusaders Chiefs game? That was a much more open game. But somebody just needs to get in James O'Connor's ear and say, "Hey, pack in this kicking malarkey. We want to win this game. We need the ball to win the game. You kicking everything away as soon as we get it is not helping." Longer hand off, and Fanaga. Oh, Fanga'a, sorry. Fanga'a is on. Anyway, Reds with the line out, and goes off the top. Stewart carries up through midfield. It's knocked on by the Reds, so we'll have a scrum to the Brumbies. Just see where the Reds are letting themselves down is they're kicking possession away too easily. when they do run the ball, they get themselves too isolated. Support's just too far away from them. They're not close enough to traffic to be supported. And therefore, it's knock-ons and scrums and penalties left, right and centre. Mind you, I'm sure the Reds won't mind scrum time because they have got a huge pack advantage as it goes down in the middle, but the ball is available at the back and Nick White droops downfield. And I tell you what, that's a great nudge. And Hegarty is forced to kick and gets it just as far as the 10. So the Brumbies net gain there as they get up. A net gain of about 20 metres as they get up to the Reds 10. I tell you what, if it had bounced into touch, it would have been a great kick. But the Reds were just there to clean up. And Nick White spins it and almost caught out by the Reds number 7. McWright. Here we go then. Big contact, big carry. And McDermott is over the ball. And... oh, here we go! Yes, we got Niggle. Number 4, I didn't see it. I think he threw a punch, you know. Darcy Swain could be in a lot of trouble here. And who is it? Salak Loto is he's taken exception to that. There we go. So just to prevent it. Wow. Nah. Darcy Swain is moving fraudulent. Referee's whistle's gone. Everything's stopped. McReet looks to go quickly. And Darcy Swain knows that his defence is not set. It's not aligned. And he's just absolutely thrown the shoulder in. No wrap. Yellow card for me. Yellow card. Well, it's just going to be a penalty. Commentator's gone, yeah, I want to get involved with this. I want to just grab someone and fight someone, but I'm sat next to Sonny Bill Williams, so it ain't going to happen. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right. Reds kick downfield, then they've got the line out inside. Well, just about on the Brumbies 10. Line outs 1 versus stolen. 9/2, and it just about gets back for the Reds. And a quick reverse in direction, but there's no mismatches there, and 14 just runs into a heap of forwards. But in doing that, they have caused the mismatch on the other side with forwards facing backs. As good hands, but quick hands, and not... it ends up going to floor and out for a Brumbies line out. Brumbies are clinging on here. Well, I say they're clinging on. They're not. But they are a lot less in control than they were in the first half. Reds are trying to get hold of this game. And in order to win this one, they are going to have to move the chains up the field. Penalty from the line out, sacking, I think. I don't know. No, it's not. Box kick goes up in the air. Stuart O'Connor calls the mark. Oh, and then taps and goes. Valentini in the McDermott then, they're up to the 10. Pushing hard. Time off. What do we got? James, keep away from me, please. I'm referring this to the TMO. What are we referring? We've got something off the ball by the looks of it. Oh, slides up. It slides up, and I think it's just the size difference is the whiplash. I tell you, oof. Right, so Darcy Swain's not 10. And oh, yeah. I think that's a yellow card, you know. I think that's a yellow card, but I think they're going to only give a penalty because they're talking about the initial contact being chest only and then sliding up. But he hasn't done enough to get low in my... Yeah. Referee saying I'm on yellow card at this time. And I think that's fair. So, Valentini's going to the bin for 10 minutes. Ooh. Very well explained. I do like a decent explanation from the referee. So he says in terms of the degree of danger, it's very low. But he didn't do enough to get low, so he will go to the bin for 10 minutes, and then he, as he runs off, has a little bait of the Queensland Reds fans. Cheeky monkey, I like that. Anyway, line out, up it goes, down and into the maul, and it's spun out quickly, trying to utilise this numbers on. Big kick, and Hegarty can't quite get there to Hansen to cut him off and drive him into touch. So Brumbies do escape as they use a couple of forwards plays to get better field position before we have the kick. Use it has been called. He's been given a week. And, oh, that one's gone flat. Here comes O'Connor, who's not put boot to ball just yet, but he couple of steps and beats two defenders before being caught by the third. And how can he be playing the ball on the floor? He can't, says the referee. So penalty for the Reds. McDermott trying to get hold of the ball and move things quickly. Time is against the Reds now. Just... well, still got 18 minutes, still got plenty of time, but it's running out, and they're behind. I thought we were further through the game than we were. This second half has been a bit more conservative and a bit more slow than the first half, that's for sure. But we were never going to keep the pace of that first 20 minutes, let's be fair. First 20 minutes was electrifyingly quick. Right then, so... James O'Connor then looks to narrow the gap to just one. How is he 3 from 9 now? What is ball tracking doing? Like, ball tracking, are you counting his kicks to touch as well? What are you saying? This is his fourth attempt. He's 3 from 4. And Patia comes off. He's got a bit of a limp. So Patia, sorry, comes off, and Danugu, I think, comes on. Anyway, full tracking spoiler. It's going to go through. All we need to know is how convincingly does it go through. Here he comes. And this time, straight down the heart of the goal. And the flames blare around the stadium. Patia in a lot of discomfort and pain with his shoulder. Oh no, sorry. Not Patia. Neville. Caden Neville. Right then, 1 point in it. 16 minutes left on the clock. 6 minutes left on the card. Brumbies will need to hold on for these 6 minutes while they are down their big ball carrying number 8, who is an absolute monster around the field. Oh, up goes the Brumbies and take that beautifully. And now they're on the front foot as they try to get around the outside of the Reds' defence. Leave it, cries the referee. As the Brumbies are now driven back to the Queensland Reds 10. Brumbies going nowhere, and tackle cried, so they have to release. Still camped on the Queensland Reds 10 and only going backwards. But there is space out wide for the little dink through, and it's a good nudge, and Hegarty can't check his feet in time to get to the kick, cut the kick off before it goes into touch. So we will have a Reds line out halfway inside their 22. So overthrows and the Brumbies steal it. And then a little chip over the top, but Haggerty is there, and we're going to come back for a knock on. Keeping that time off, but how will they fare in the scrum with an already light pack? One down. Ooh, I wouldn't fancy this if I was the front row of the Brumbies. So a bit of cramp for Sewer. Right then, let's have a little look at what we're saying. So we've got some changes then. CO is off then, and Lloyd is on. Fresh legs in straight into the crucible. Here he goes. You see CO is struggling with a bit of cramp there. 4 minutes left on the yellow card, so we will see how they get on. Reds will want to take more away from that yellow card than just 3 points, though, you would think. And we're going to reset that. And the Brumbies will be in no rush to reset that. Okay. And it's blown again. So we'll have another reset. All of this working in the Brumbies' favour. There we go. Front row's losing their feet, so we'll have to go again. Wagwan, Casper Friendly, the friendly streamer. Wagwan, Tom Stern. What are you saying? Get yourself a beer can sandwich, son. How you doing, buddy? See you. Welcome in. And again, it goes down. But the Brumbies have already got it to the back. So Nick White then slides away. Leo Sue. Penalty advantage coming, not rolling away. It's right in front of the sticks. Kill that clock. You've got a 90-second window to kill. Will mean that when we kick off, there'll only be 20 seconds left on the bin if they use all of their time, and they'll have extended the lead back to 4. You're not wrong. Bacon sandwich is required. Saturday morning dreams, mate. Saturday morning dreams. Wow. Reds need... I'm not going to say a miracle, because they don't need a miracle. But they do need something to happen here. Because you can't see Lusua missing this. It goes through. Easy enough. 12-16 to the Brumbies. As they roll on, 10 minutes left on the clock, and now we fear that the Reds are in desperate need of a score to get into this game. And they've used pretty much all of that yellow card time. There's only 10 seconds left on that clock now. So I'd imagine before kickoff they'll bring the card back. So Smith off. McDermott off. Thomas on. Gonna have to inject a little bit of pace into this game. As Nick White sets up the box kick to clear lines. And it's a huge kick. Gets them out to their own 10. Valentini back on the field now. So, back to 15 on 15, but all is good for the Brumbies. They had a 4-point lead when he left, and they've got a 4-point lead now he's returned. So, no damage done really to them. Nick White off, Longahan on. And the Reds are all over the place, and they end up scuttling into touch. So, the Brumbies will have the line out with 8.5 minutes left on the clock. And they will be in no rush to take this, that's for sure.
Trying to lose track of the sirens. Trying to make my way back to the silence.
Flipped out into midfield then. Things are getting juicy. You're not wrong. How are those tired legs going to fare in these final 7.5 minutes? Oh, it's a forward pass. So here we go. Halfway, Reds have possession and they're going to need to do something a little bit special here. They need a try. They've been denied all game so far. 70 minutes without one. Can they find a way through? You would pretty much say next score wins. So long as it's a try. Yeah, next try wins. Let's go with that. Next try wins because if Brumbies, if either team get a penalty, it's still within a score. So next try wins is my bet. O'Connor nice and flat on the line, and then through goes the 13. Is there support there? Just. Advantage coming for the Reds. And Tupu can't hold on to it, but we're going back. Oh, be careful, be careful, be careful. Don't let the forwards have it. Forwards already looking to tap and go, but I think the referee said shut up. You're not having that. You don't want that. Fluke finds a beautiful hole and James O'Connor picks him out wonderfully. Best move of the game for the Reds. Right, penalty awarded. What are they going to do? I think they're going to have a scrum. Are they going to have a scrum? I'll tell you what, this is an odd place to have a scrum on the 22. Want to turn the screw on this Brumbies scrum that has been fairly weak throughout. Now, the last scrum didn't go so well for the Reds when they were up against 7. They managed to give away a penalty, so it's fed in and it wheels. No, it's wheeled too far, says the referee. Not having that. We'll have it reset. Twisted bodies on the floor of the Brumbies as they've been turned inside out and had their heads shoved up their arseholes in that scrum. Commentator screams it's all or nothing now for the Reds, and he's not wrong. The Brumbies not won at Suncorp Stadium since 2015, says the commentary team. And already he's boring in. Advantage coming though. And the intercept, and Hansen's just running away with the ball before he puts it down. Loosehead drops his blind and goes straight to ground. I tell you what, yes, they could go for another couple of scrums and try and get a yellow card, but you're not going to get a penalty try for this far out. Haggerty then decides to go to the corner. About 6 meters out. It's as good as you can get it. Don't mind that. Okay. Up and down it comes, and the ball is set. And Queensland are Driving forward, in come the backs. Advantage collapse. That's got to be a penalty try. It was motoring forwards. Penalty. Refs go into his pocket. And off goes Swain. That's the end of Darcy Swain's evening. He goes to the bin. It is just a yellow card, but there's only 2 minutes 20 left. And I think that's their main jumper gone. So they're going to have to not contest and hope that they can get a drive shift on quicker than the Reds can and get some sort of penalty from that, because they've got no proper jumper. Oh, things just got juicy. Things just got juicy at the death. Oh, and it's gone over the top, and the Brumbies have it. All they have to do now is hold on to the ball for 2 minutes. Oh, and they're going to look for touch. They're going to try and clear lines. It's still a line. It's a line out at the 22. 1 minute and 45 seconds left. What have the Queensland Reds got to do? Yeah, exactly. Michael Checker doesn't understand why they didn't take the scrum down a second row. An important integral part of the scrum. You'd have forced a back row into that position. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, and it's a turnover for the Reds. One last roll of the dice with 60 seconds left on the clock. The Queensland Reds up to the 5. Here they go. Round the corner. Penalty advantage coming. Could be another yellow. Here they come again. Phase after phase of just pick and go. They're under the posts. He's not quite there. It's got to be close, surely. He's still short. Just inches short, though. The arms go up. The arms go up from the Reds. But it's not there. It's not there. Held up. Calls the referee. Penalty advantage, though, still in effect. Time off. We're going to have a look upstairs. Too important to mess about with. I didn't see a clear background in, so I want to see if you've got anything. If not, I'm coming back for the penalty advantage, says the referee. No, you're never going to see anything in there. It's just a mess of bodies. You're never seeing anything from there. No. Just a sea of bodies. Oh. Well, I mean, that's pretty conclusive that it's grounded. But no try. We're going back for the penalty. Oh, we got a second yellow card. 15 on 13 now in the dying phases 19 has gone as well. Who's that? That's Luke Ramier. Take the scrum, boys. Take the scrum. You're gonna be 8 on 6 in the scrum. You're gonna get a penalty try here. Just set yourselves. Don't. Right, reinforcements coming for the Brumbies. They are going to scrum against 6. Eight on 6 that already had a 30 kilo weight advantage. They've probably lost 150 kilo at least. Reds are going to have to hold though. They're going to have to be able to hold their own weight until that ball is in. Once that ball goes in, then they can shove. But they're going to have to hold their weight because the Brumbies are going to feel super light to them. Oh! The Reds have hardly spent any time. The Brumbies could feel absolutely robbed if they lose this from here. Because the Reds haven't really been in this game an awful lot. And again it goes down. Reds getting frustrated. Just a slip. Let's move over, says the referee. Smart. Smart. That's for sure. What, the Brumbies could feel hard done by. I mean, I fancy the Reds. I'd love the Reds to win because I'm pretty sure they haven't won in a decade. But the Brumbies have been in control of this game from the off. Again, knees go down. Advantage is coming. It's another penalty for the Reds. The right. Oh, I'm going to turn ball tracking off because I don't want any spoilers. Out wide and it's intercepted, so we'll come back for the penalty. Another Reds penalty. I'll go for another scrum, surely. Another scrum. No. Calm down. No, what are you doing? Tap and go. They've gone for the tap and go. Things are getting intense now. Welcome back in, Glenn, by the way. Glenn, rather not Glenn. Queensland then, running into heavy traffic. Trying to move the point of attack. Static runners, though. Need to get that pick and go game going again, which was so successful before, and here it is. Bath Bites tweets that can the Reds just score to get this game done? Oh, has he reached out and got that?
When you dream, do you see beautiful rays of light shimmering, guiding you through?
It's all over. It's all over, but what is the decision?
I know it feels like the night's getting longer.
Oh, we're coming back for held up, but we're coming back for an offside penalty. Jesus Christ. How many penalties are we going to have? We've already got 2 in the bin. And again, we're going for tap and go. And is it Tupu that gets it over? Not quite. It's James O'Connor with the try. Everybody thinks the ball's still in the ruck, and it swings out to James O'Connor, who slides in for the try. Queensland Reds at the death have won the Super Rugby AU. Unbelievable scenes, Jeff. What are we seeing? They've not been in this game for 85 minutes, and all of a sudden, Queensland Reds are the Super Rugby AU champions 2021. James O'Connor with the try. Wow. The scenes.
I can see you and me.
The Brumbies have put it all on the line.
I know it's not the same, but I'm still behind you every step of the way.
Yeah, wow. The crowd goes mad. The players go mad. Oh, you gotta feel for the Brumbies though. They have been in charge of this game for 75 minutes. And thanks to clock is off, so they're all cheering. We're having a chat with the TMO now. What's going on here? 86 minutes on the clock. Referee said, yeah, you've got the try, but you've got to have a shot at goal. I haven't gone anywhere. It's a little tense. Apologies. Thanks for sticking around. I've enjoyed your company. The big Queensland. Wow. Wow. What a game of rugby. What a finish. 2 fantastic games of rugby for our viewing pleasure this morning. Awesome scenes in New Zealand and Australia as the kick goes through without a hitch. The game finishes 19-16 to the Queensland Reds with an 86th minute try. Unbelievable scenes. You little ripper. Absolute beaut. Celebrations in the crowd. Celebrations in the coaching box. Celebrations on the pitch. Devastation for Brumbies, who, let's be fair, controlled 70 minutes of that game comfortably. Wow. What a game of rugby. I'm exhausted. 2 crackers. Right. Do hit subscribe. Do smash the like button. It helps us out so much, and you've been so kind with it so far on our what has been such a short journey so far in our little YouTube adventure. Only 2 months in and 215 subscribers. It's unbelievable. I couldn't thank you all enough. But yes. Do join us for more action and more videos. We do videos as well as just watch-alongs. So we've got some analytics on Sam Simmons, and we've got some analytics on Marcus Smith to have a look at. So dive into that when you've got a spare 10 minutes. But for now, that is all I've got time for. So we'll leave you with our little saying, face down, ass up. That's the way we like to rock. Have a good afternoon, everybody, or a good evening, wherever you are, whatever you're doing.